more modern. Matt Zhu is jumping back into the caster chair, and we have what is basically a do-or-die matchup for top 8, as we are going to have Liam and Jerry in the feature match area. Liam we've seen once already on Boros Energy, and then Jerry is going to be playing something a little bit different to what we've seen before.
Yeah, good luck.
You see, sorry, I forgot to reset the life totals here, so unfortunate for us. Sorry about that, Matt. I just did not want to start the match at 21-4. But there we go. I've gotten everything else all figured out here. Jerry over on the right-hand side is going to be playing the Esper Blink deck. So this, against the Boros Energy deck, this is going to be a slog.
This is a really interesting matchup. Conventional wisdom would tell you that both decks are pretty even against each other. Boros Energy is a little bit more face up in like what they're able to do, because they're just like, okay, we have to play aggressive 1-drops. The Esper Blink deck, depending on their variation, whether or not they're playing Vial, whether or not they're playing Ketramos, Recruiter, they've got a lot more options to craft their game plan. This is going to be a really skill testing matchup.
Yeah, and as you can see here on the graphic, Jerry is 2-1-1, which means that is currently representing 7 match points to Liam's 9 match points. So that means that these players could not draw. Liam is forced to play this matchup, and on the opposite side, all of the other X1s have drawn, which means that the winner of this match will knock one of the, potentially, if Jerry wins, it's a potential. If Liam wins, it's a definite. One of those X1s gets knocked out for drawing.
Yeah, our top 4 tables have all drawn. At X1 are now going to be X1-1 going after the last round. Winner of this likely has a win in it, and is likely going to knock somebody out.
We see here Jerry on the play did mulligan down to 6. Just plays a land and passes, and Liam going to be doing the same thing here. Cracking a fetch, probably going to be a surveil land here, and like you said, this is going to be a very intricate matchup where both of the decks have a lot of things that they can do, and basically all of it is going to be done on the battlefield.
Yeah. Already we're going to probably see an interesting thing here where the Blink decks, one of their best threats, Phelia. Jerry's probably just going to play land if he has a Phelia and pass the turn, and Liam's going to have a real hard decision on, do I tap out, let a Phelia resolve? Do I not develop my board? Jerry's looking at the surveil, keeps it on top.
Just land go. All right, we're going to wind up having some good old-fashioned Magic standoff here. Ooh, Relic of Progenitus in Jerry's hand signals me this is main deck Ketramos as well.
This looks like the Ketramos version. Okay, interesting.
I think that's what that very colorful card in hand is as well, as the Ketramos and the Relic.
Does he also have a frog in hand? Is it a frog?
That might have been a frog instead of the Ketramos. They all have like very interesting borders. All right, Liam keeping the surveil on top as well. Looks like Goblin Bombardment already in hand for Liam. Oh, no, sorry, that's an Arena of Glory. No, there's a Goblin Bombardment right there. I was right the first time.
Liam probably just going to deploy one of the 2-drops here.
Shocks himself down to 17. And looks like Guide of Souls.
So is Ocelot. The classic.
All right, that's going to resolve. Liam goes up to 18. We're getting ourselves some energy. And yeah, this is the 1-2 punch start from Boros Energy.
Yeah. I mean, Liam would have liked to have it on turn 1, but I guess Liam was maybe prioritizing digging for a second land or something with the surveil there. Or a third land or something like that. All right. Is this going to be the Phelia?
You gotta think so. I mean, the only other thing we can maybe be thinking of is the Psychic Frog and Relic. But looks like, yeah, here it comes.
There's the dog. Okay, this will be pretty interesting, because it doesn't look like Jerry has any answers to the board right now. He's got the Relic, he's got the Ketramos. I think he has a frog in the back there.
Overlord with Impending.
Oh, he's got the Overlord. Okay.
This is gonna be fun, especially with this Phelia in play.
Yeah, looks like it's a frog. Phelia's gonna attack, trade off with one of the 1-drops, blink the Overlord.
And then that Overlord is gonna get huge.
Yeah.
I'll sucker this.
Yeah, Liam's kind of forced to block here. How you block is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'll take this. Okay.
No, it's just taking it here.
Just taking it.
So Phelia is going to get large.
Play a relic. Sure. I'll go to
He's
end
gonna get counter. The Overlord's gonna come back. Maybe Liam's just like, I can't lose my 1-2 combo, 1-2 punch here.
So we have Liam at 17 on the life tracking pad. So we're gonna look at that. And yeah, so that little John Hubbard token that you see there, that is a cat token. That is his card art RCQ winning token that we've started creating for everybody who plays and wins an RCQ here. So cat token, Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride. We still can gain a lot of life from Liam's side, especially I think there's an Ajani in hand and then there's a Goblin Bombardment, so that might be the plan. Just keep your board as big as possible, but Jerry's going to get tall very fast.
Yeah, so I guess from Liam's side, it's like, I guess you have to deploy the Ajani in order to have an attack this turn. But, I mean, if you deploy the Ajani here, you attack, you're going to take 8 on the backswing, maybe chump with a cat or something. Maybe Jerry's attacks are bad because you can block with a cat there. But that does play pretty poorly into removal. It doesn't look like Jerry has removal, though. It's just Frog, Phelia, Ketramose.
I think so. Yeah, but that Ketramose is gonna do a whole lot of stuff pretty soon if you wind up using that Relic of Progenitus to exile everything Jerry has in graveyard.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend on, like, Jerry has a draw step and probably one Overlord mill to try to hit a Solitude. I think if he hits a Solitude, he's in really good position to win this game. If he doesn't hit a Solitude, Liam's board is actually getting kind of scary.
Yeah, Liam has definitely the go wide angle here. Jerry is the go big angle, but Static Prison coming out here from Liam is going to put a bit of a damper on what Jerry was trying to do with that Overlord.
Okay. It's kind of interesting that Liam went for the Overlord because the Phelia can just blink the Static Prison and get a free Overlord trigger.
Yeah, I guess at that point, Liam just might be wanting to... I mean, at that point, it gets mills a bunch of things over. You get to see what Jerry's working with. But I guess at the end of the day, you know, Jerry plays a Psychic Frog. You don't really want to see that. That frog's going to be flying for days.
That's true. But it's also because Liam right now has 7 permanents. If he plays the Ajani, he'll go up to 9. Once, and then instep the...
No, he'll get the City's Blessing, yeah.
The Ocelot Pride will get City Blessing. So he's going to make a lot of stuff because of this play. As he goes through the Ajani. So he's probably actually just going to go for the Ajani here.
Yeah, Liam also says, I'm not going to jump anything. Winds up gaining 1 life. And like you said, Ajani makes a token, then end step. We have gained life this turn. Ocelot Pride makes a token, and then we're just going to start doubling things. So I guess you could play Goblin Bombardment.
Is he trying to play around Solitude with this? Huh.
I guess so, because this puts you at 9 permanents only, so you don't get the City's Blessing.
I'm kind of surprised he doesn't go for the Ajani here, but...
I'm just going to make 1/1/1 and get a guide trigger.
Yeah, Liam just making sure that there is no City's Blessing being had quite yet.
Yeah. And 5 energy. Yeah. And then I will...
Is Liam going to sack things to kill the Phelia here? I assume so, if he's going for this. No?
Go ahead.
No, he passes. See, he was really heavily considering it.
This is such a strange line.
Like I said, like you said before, you think he's just playing around strictly Solitude?
Yeah, I assume like the reason why he didn't jump is that like, okay, if my opponent has a Solitude, it's going to Solitude my cat or whatever. This, though, is like...
Oh.
Okay, here's the Ketramose.
Well,
this is Wrath of the Skies.
Bombardment.
Okay, so he's... Okay. This is going to be pretty devastating.
Phelia, 1 at you.
So he kills the Phelia, but this gets the Overlord back as well, because it's just X equals 1.
Yeah, I just... Okay.
He does lose his Relic.
Yeah.
That is worth noting.
Get a Solitude.
Oh, gets a Solitude, too.
Ooh, It was
X equals 1. This is also dead.
Oh,
so
yes,
yeah.
I guess I'll use
Correct.
the trigger.
Uh,
So
wait,
you can
so-
exile the land, I guess. Yeah.
Can I just read rounds?
Yeah, I'll.
So you're at 0 energy, yeah?
Sorry?
Or actually,
I used 1 energy.
so you paid 1?
Yeah, I paid 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
He paid 1 energy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gets rid of everything for 1. And yeah, has a Solitude back in hand now from this Overlord. We know that there's a replacement Phelia in hand.
You killed Phelia.
Yeah,
the-
did-
yeah.
did one,
Sounds,
yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looks like Jerry also took 1 from that bombardment fest.
So Liam's gonna have the Ajani follow up, but there's not much else in Liam's hand.
Yeah, it looks like just land Ajani Ocelot Pride. I guess it's not.
I'm surprised Jerry's playing main deck Wrath of the Skies. That's maybe that makes sense if you're playing the Ketramos version. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess like.
Devastating there for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely devastating. As now we just wind up having a Johnny with a cat. We could play our Ocelot Pride. We're not going to be gaining any life though, so we're not going to be making any tokens. But we can flip our Johnny if we want to. But we probably need to block this Overlord.
This is a very awkward spot to flip your Ajani because you know your opponent has a Solitude.
Yeah.
So if you flip it and your opponent Solitudes, you have to sack the other cat as well in response.
Oh, sorry, guys. No. Okay, I'll ping you.
Sure.
But this may force the issue of the Solitude. Has to exile the Phelia.
Response. I will sack Ocelot. Ping. Ping you.
All right, Liam's doing that play.
Yeah, he's just prioritizing flipping this Ajani.
I guess
Happen. This will
he's
resolve.
able to make another cat, right? So he can block.
Pitch the Phelia. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna end up working out too well for him though, just because there is an Overlord. Yes, Liam can chump block the Overlord forever.
Go ahead.
The Overlord is gonna start buying back Solitudes.
Yo, yeah.
Start buying back other threats.
And Liam's just on land in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, you rip a Phlage, you're looking pretty good.
I mean, at this point, it looks like Liam has to surveil a Phlage into his graveyard with his fresh land.
Okay, lands.
But Jerry also, he's got Ketramos and Double Frog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is just like a good opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna attack the Ajani, get a Solitude back,
A giant.
play
I'll trigger.
Yeah.
something, and then if you
Card. This is a
make sure
fail.
you have a white card for the Solitude, so you can't play the Ketramos. So it's just like deploy a frog and pass. That doesn't seem bad to me. Even if Liam escapes a Phlage at that point, or surveils a Phlage into the graveyard and gives it haste with Arena, you still have the Solitude to clean it up.
Jerry looks like considering what he wants to bring back here.
It's got to be the Solitude, right?
Did he bring back the Solitude already?
Well, he pitched the Solitude last turn, right?
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
can just bring it back again this
Take a
turn.
solitude.
Okay.
Okay.
Does
No,
grab
takes
the
Sol-
Solitude.
takes the Solitude.
Four blocks, I assume.
Sorry?
Or I got a block.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, block.
Yeah.
And ping you.
All right, so Liam's gonna do the block and ping. Jerry
Yeah,
completely forgot that damage was still there.
Jerry's just like, yeah, I attacked. I assumed this was already happening.
All right, so it looks like this is the plan now. Fetch, surveil. Can we find a Phlage? What is Liam's line with just a land in hand? If not, is it just slowly die?
I honestly don't know, because like even if you bring back Phlage, it's just gonna get solituded, and Liam doesn't have an answer for this Overlord right now. There's didn't see what Liam drew for turn. Is there another Ajani would not be terrible here because you could cobble together. Oh, I think he drew a land.
So yeah, I think it's definitely not the land he had in hand before.
Yeah.
Target your base.
Makes a cat.
Yeah, because if he had drawn a second Ajani there, you can maybe kill the Overlord, have some board presence, Still kind of just losing to the frog though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this frog is going to run away with the game in a second.
There's just like I don't think. I think the only top deck that was like he needed to hit like a Seasoned Pyromancer and draw into more stuff. That's like his only outs at this point, I think. Oh my gosh, Jerry drew another Solitude.
Ooh. So this Ajani's not long for this world, but Liam is also going to start taking a lot of damage. This Psychic Frog is going to be drawing Jerry a bunch of cards.
So this is going to be interesting. So I think Jerry should hit you a bunch of cards. So
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
But you can target your other
Yes,
creatures.
yes.
It looks like Liam was looking for a little clarification on Solitude, which says when it enters the battlefield, exile up to one other target creature, and that creature's controller gains life equal to its power. So you can exile your frog or your overlord. You cannot exile the Solitude on ETB.
just a sort of emergency gain life, just in case Liam has enough burn. Here, I think Jerry should just discard 2 lands to frog, or discard 2 cards to frog, jump the frog, and then kill the Ajani with it. I think like once you do that play, I don't think there's anything that can really. Ooh, actually,
We can just.
I don't like playing the catcher mouse here first.
We are at a very low life
We're
total.
very low right
Fly
now.
the frog. Trigger, draw a card, lose 1 life.
All right, we draw a
the
card.
frog?
Lose a life. Is that a
Witch
Witch
Enchanter?
Enchanter?
It's like a Witch Enchanter.
We have 2 Solitudes in hand, if I recall.
Yes, we have
so
2
this
Solitudes.
Witch Enchanter can be pitched to Solitude something, and then, like you said, have the emergency gain life trigger if we need it.
Yeah.
But
I
then
mean,
we have to emergency gain life on our Overlord, I'm assuming?
if you have to Solitude your Overlord, you Solitude your Overlord.
Yeah.
Frog will be at Johnny, this will be at you.
Frog is only swinging
Frog
in
is
for
flying right
1.
now.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think Jerry's going to
discard
discard 2 cards to.
a Witch Enchanter,
Okay. He needs to discard to the graveyard.
frog, I'll put 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
So yeah, those should be in the graveyard, not in the exile.
He should be discarding those to the graveyard, but.
Yeah, draw for
I'll
this.
take 5.
Yeah.
Liam just taking the 5, though. Doesn't want to do the chump sack thing yet.
Play this tapped.
I guess if
'cause-
you draw a second to Johnny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I think here, if you draw like a Phlage, you can force Jerry to pitch Solitude here, because Phlage is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Oh, those
Oh
2
no!
cards.
So Jerry's 2 cards should be in the graveyard.
Looks like, though, that Liam just had nothing but land, so he's going to wind up scooping that one up. So the cards in exile didn't matter all too much. I guess you could have eventually just flew the frog and then put 3 more cards in exile and turn Ketramose on next turn anyway.
Yeah, it's just having that means you're forced to take like another damage somewhere. But yeah, I mean, at that point, Jerry could turn Ketramose on at will.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's going to be Jerry taking game number 1 in a bit of a grindy fashion, where that main deck Wrath of the Skies just kind of completely flipped the game on Liam's head.
Yeah, that made like I actually thought Liam was in a pretty good position there. You know, Jerry would have to sort of chump attack with his Phelia to get back the Overlord. Just a lot of real scary situation.
All right, so Boros Energy, Esper Blink, very grindy, even matchup. As the Boros Energy deck, you do have some access to some grindier tools. Some decks have been running things like Showdown of the Scalds. There's definitely more types of interactive removal that you can run. There's things to get rid of enchantments, which is going to be very good against the Overlord of the Balemurks and stuff. What are you bringing in if you're Liam in this matchup?
There's not actually that much. Like Showdown of the Skulls is nice and all, but like it's for the quote-unquote grindy matchup. But the main thing you're looking for actually is just like, do I have Celestial Purges? I need ways to answer Ketramos. I need ways to answer Overlord of the Balemurk. Those are like your haymakers. Phelia is scary, but Phelia is only an enabler for those cards.
Right.
Right? So if I'm the energy player, I just need to find removal. I need to add as much removal for Ketramos and Overlord as I can. Whatever's in my build. Likely Celestial Purge. Maybe he has a Wear Tear. I don't think you bring those in just for the Overlord because this is not the Vile version. Yeah, I actually think it's pretty simple. You just like cut maybe Static Prisons because you saw Wrath of the Skies. You maybe cut Ragavans. Maybe cut. I'm actually not even sure what else you cut because you have to keep in most of your removal for failure. And you're just making slight tweaks and upgrades by bringing in like Purge.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a rough thing because it winds up being like I have cards that are normally good against this in the deck anyway, but now it's a little bit different. Whereas on the flip side with Jerry's deck, hold on 1 second for everybody. But yeah, with Jerry's deck, it's a little bit more tight because you wind up having multiple colors. You have specific haymakers. I don't think you're normally going to be bringing in a lot of the cards that the blue normally does, like a Consign or something like that.
Good luck. You too. Also. Go ahead.
All right, apologies for that. We had Judge Avi coming on in to just double check what was going on with the game number one, because we poked the judge to be like, hey, those cards from discard went into exile by mistake. There was no malicious intent, so it was just putting the cards in the wrong spot. So we were just shaping that off before. However, game number two did wind up starting, and we wound up having, it looked like, an immediate Goblin Bombardment followed by Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride from Liam. So already out of the gate swinging here, has a board, has some damage being dealt to Jerry, and yeah, he's off to the races.
Yeah, it looked like Jerry's shocked in a land, so Jerry's obviously representing the Phelia. Liam has a lot of agents. Yeah, okay, yeah, Liam has the removal here. Oh, is that actual factual lightning bolt?
That's actual factual lightning bolt.
Interesting, okay. You don't see those in Boros Energy too much these days.
No, I thought it was Galvanic Discharge. That's not the right card. Yeah, actual factual lightning bolt, second time in the feature match area today. Charles was also playing this in his older version of Zoo.
But yeah, this is one of the key interaction points in the Zoo, or not Zoo, the Energy Blink matchup. You have to be able to answer the Phelia because of, if Liam didn't have the answer to Phelia and Jerry just went Overlord on this turn, Phelia flips the Overlord, blinks the Overlord, all of a sudden Jerry's got a 5/5 and a bunch more stuff.
So Overlord comes down. We play the Witch Enchanter as its whatever meadow name card that is on the other side.
Yeah.
Doesn't pay the 3 life for that one. No shock and awe there. We have
I'm fine to put it on the stack.
Okay,
You know it's pretty fast.
yeah.
It looks like that Jerry did just kind of pass the turn and then go to move it right there. So Judge Abi is saying that missed the trigger to be on the stack, but Liam is saying, that's fine, I haven't really done anything with my turn yet anyway.
Yeah. Oftentimes in Comp REL, you are allowed to say like pass the turn and then quickly do the thing.
Yeah.
Because you clearly remember it's not a forgotten trigger.
Yeah, you have your hand on the die, so it's like I'm doing this. I'm just shortcutting, saying go, so you can get your stuff done.
Ooh, okay. There's the Ajani in Liam's hand.
This looks good. There's a static prison too.
He's kept the static presence in.
Wait, Johnny.
If you play the static prison here, that's City's Blessing, right?
Yeah, I mean he'll get the city's blessing anyway at
yeah,
the
'cause
turn
he's
because the
gaining
Ocelot will create.
No haste.
Oh, okay. Tap that right, yeah.
No haste on the Ajani.
You're not allowed to give it haste with the planes in Arena of Glory.
Yeah, you have to tap the other land to do that. But
Yeah.
all right, so we're gaining
This one good
2 life.
Yeah, 2 life, 2 energy. This will be interesting because it seems like Jerry's pause represents solitude.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if Liam goes for the Ajani flip right
These
now.
two can't attack this turn, right?
If you go for the Ajani flip right now, you do not get City's Blessing, correct? Now you do.
you will because you lose the cat, but you remake the cat with the Ajani 0. So it's net neutral.
Okay. Yeah, you go neutral on that. Okay.
It's net neutral on permanents.
And then now you wind up having a land as your 10th permanent. You gained life, so you're making a cat token off the Ocelot Pride. So yeah, you are in a plethora of riches right here. And if Jerry has a Wrath of the Skies, it would be very, very good. But Liam is also pushing a lot of damage and already has the Goblin Bombardment online.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, so if Jerry has the untapped land and Wrath of the Skies, it's pretty good. Liam can still flip the Ajani though, so he has a little bit of insurance against that.
Looks like looking to
Targeting
jump the guide. Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's a flying counter.
Yeah, I just do that.
Sure. I'll take 4.
Yeah.
1, 2. No, 5.
Or, yeah,
2,
5. Yeah, and I'll gain 1.
Yeah.
All right.
5 gains 1.
And then
13 for Jerry.
So let's see if Liam will go for the shoot here.
He's counting his permanents. He's got 10 already.
Yeah.
City's Blessing is online.
I think you have to go for the shoot here, just because it represents so much damage. Because you shoot Jerry down to 12, and then you have 4 creatures. You have 4 creatures. So you theoretically have 9 damage right here off of
and
Ajani.
then I'll make one of these and one of these. And then
Looks like that he's not going to do it. And what you're saying here is this is Liam heavily respecting solitude and being able to use the sack a cat token to the Goblin Bombardment as a response to flip the Ajani and make it an illegal target.
Yeah, but at the same time,
problem is lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
this
7.
does feel like
I said, could he have killed
Yeah.
Jerry?
no, because he had 8 on board. He had 9 on board. He makes 3 tokens in a turn. That's 12. I think he had Jerry down at 1.
I said, because the Ajani will also deal damage equal to the number of creatures you control to something.
Yeah, but he had to do that
Yeah.
before the Ocelot trigger. So
It would have been what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the cat would be 5.
no, so he had 4 creatures. He sacks 1, deal 1.
Oh, because he has to get
Then
rid of one.
zeros back up to 4, so he deals 4, so that's 5.
Cat,
No,
pinging you. Triggered Ajani.
Yeah.
Is that Wrath?
that is Wrath for 2. This is
This is pretty brutal again, but Liam is going to be able to shoot him for 6 more, down to 6.
6 things.
yeah, but at the same time, if he had just gone for it on his turn,
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, if he had just gone for the Ajani on his turn, he would have.
I'll go to end step.
He would have been able to put Jerry at 1 here.
If that's a land in hand from Liam, we're probably just gonna get Surveil. We're back in game 1 state, right? Surveil, find the Phlage.
Surveil, find a Phlage. It doesn't even, because I'm pretty sure Jerry has the Solitude here, so does he have Solitude Blue Card? I see 3 frogs in Jerry's hand.
Yeah, he's got a lot of frogs. It's like a middle school science class.
Yeah. Because Liam can continue making dudes with Ajani. That's like not bad, but without Bombardment in play, so still a Static Prison.
Oh,
Purge.
there's the Purge.
Purge is not bad. I think it's just like 0, pass.
Tried.
Well, I mean, we would like because you want to be optimized around 1 and 2 anyway.
Jerry drew another land. Kanhark has Solitude. Probably just going to deploy some frogs though.
I'd
Well,
assume
maybe
so.
he can only deploy 1 frog because I think that's a basic planes, right?
At basic planes, I don't know what that
And a Witch
plan
and a Witch
is, and a
Enchanter.
Witch Enchanter.
Yeah, he was basic planes and Witch Enchanter. So deploy a frog. This frog is going to eat like a.
Does Jerry doesn't? Is that a okay? That's a Solitude in the front of his hand. It looked like one of those full art godless shrines until I realized it had a text box like that.
No, yeah, it's that special guess. Oh, wait,
It's
is
a
that
Bogart trawler.
Is that Bogart? So he doesn't have a white source for the Solitude pitch.
He does not. It's Solitude, Frog, Bogart trawler, Frog.
I'm surprised he went for the frog then.
Do you think you
Maybe-
purge something now?
No, because I think Liam wants to Static Prison the frog.
Oh, I see.
Because you want to save, you don't want to Static Prison the Overlord, and it's going to come off. Because at some point, Static Prison is going to die. Jerry's going to get extra value there.
So Static Prison comes down from Liam. This is going to... don't really think there's an actual response that Jerry has to this one, but that's going to free up the cat to swing in for 2. That puts Jerry down to 4. Then Ajani activate will ping... oh, sorry, there's no more Goblin Bombardment.
There's no red permanent. There's no red permanent right now for Liam.
Oh, so Jerry Wrath for 2, not 1.
Yes.
That's huge. I was like, oh yeah, above that City's Blessing is not an energy counter. That's a Goblin Bombardment. So yeah, that changes a lot of things here.
So looks like Liam did not draw a red permanent for turn.
So it's Celestial Purge, unknown card. in
Celestial
hand.
Purge unknown.
Oh,
Another Static Prison. Okay.
So he can just answer all the frogs.
He can just answer all the frogs.
At least for a few turns.
This is a little... Yeah, so if Jerry plays a frog, Jerry's probably dead. If Jerry holds up Solitude, Jerry's maybe okay.
So this looks like another land was drawn. If it's a white land, well, then he still doesn't have enough to do both because he's only on 6 lands.
Yeah, he's only 6 lands. He cannot... I don't believe Jerry can deploy 2 frogs. He has 2 white-only sources. So...
I mean, yeah, because there's no other blue. Even if you... Well, you have to pay 3 to play the Flip Bogart Trawler. This is tight decisions, and one of the reasons why sometimes these decks are just Orzhov is due to these lands, and the inclusion of Psychic Frog won Jerry game number 1, but maybe costing him game number 2.
Yeah, because Jerry didn't fetch end of turn either. He has a fetch land up, so he's playing for life total here, but... Liam's just going to play another Static Prison, answer the frog, and then get in. And Jerry's going to have to pitch Solitude to live if if that's a white card in the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a land or a white card. He didn't play land for the turn. And Liam might have drawn something else if he's not just throwing down the Static Prison. So there's a red source here.
2 mana. Did he draw Bombardment? I don't know why he would tap like that if it's not Bombardment. Because every other situation, I think you want to haste with Rubino.
Maybe a little bit of a bluff, maybe considering the Celestial Purge.
Yeah, I could have been considering the Purge line there. Because it is a little bit awkward where if Jerry has another Wrath, he's going to get 2 frogs back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's really an Ephemerate.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you to too many lands.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Because Liam can respond with Purge.
And then
And go for
Jerry's
lethal.
dead.
because Jerry doesn't have the white card.
Yeah, because he's casting his white card. It looks like it was a land for turn for Liam here. I think that's going to seal the
well
deal.
sequenced from Liam here, because it's like, if Jerry had Solitude white card and Purge, he would have just Solituded and then ephemerated it.
Yeah.
Or if he had Solitude white card ephemerate, he would have just Solitude
Oh, you
ephemerated.
don't?
Yeah, okay.
But
Still a legal target.
And then, let's see.
now Liam just has to swing for 4. I guess Liam's just double checking the math here.
Yeah, maybe Liam thinking what else, because if Jerry has Solitude white card, right?
It could have a, like,
his way to survive.
Yeah, maybe you could have a Phelia, but even if you have a Phelia, you just have to attack here. There's no.
Maybe Liam debating if he wants to make them 3/3s.
I don't know how Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Ooh, Liam just swings in. Jerry doesn't have anything. Forces Liam to sweat it, though.
Yeah. But yeah, you saw that game, just basically how different the game was between Jerry resolving a Phelia in game 1 and not resolving a Phelia in game, or Phelia dying in game 2.
Oh, yeah.
Day and world difference there.
Yeah.
Night and day from the Esper deck. Now, we talked about some of the things that Liam was going to be bringing in from the sideboard in between game 1 and 2, and then we had the chat with the judge. We didn't get to talk too much about what Jerry was going to do. I mentioned that the Esper fact of this mana base can potentially make it a little awkward to sideboard in some different things, or you might not have the right mana costs that you want to deal with. We kind of saw that with that Psychic Frog situation here in game number 2. But from the sideboard as well, the blue is usually brought in because you want things like Consign. And that is just not a card you're bringing in this matchup.
No, you're not bringing the concept for this matchup.
Yeah, so like what a lot of the more traditional sideboard options from this Esper Blink deck are going to be black and white based cards, a lot of removal, or a lot of like cards that can deal with some of the more popular deck, like hate pieces and stuff, right? Are there any that are really coming in against Liam, especially since we saw Wrath of the Skies main deck?
Yeah, I don't know how many Wrath of the Skies Jerry is playing main, but if you had any in the sideboard, they would be coming in for sure. Other than that, there's not much, because like your classic sort of Esper Blink side cards are things like, oh, maybe you have Thought Seizes. Those aren't coming in. Maybe you have White Orchid Phantoms. Those aren't, or Night of the White Orchid Phantoms. Those aren't coming in. Maybe you have your own Celestial Purge you could bring in, because those answer Phlage and Goblin Bombardment pretty cleanly, and those are the 2 big threats, and also Ajani as well.
It'd be really funny if both of these decks just basically sideboarded the same, and it's all the white cards that they share.
Yeah, it's basically one deck is playing a couple of black cards, the other is playing a couple of red cards, and everything else is just, okay, we're playing mono white removal.
Now, if you are just tuning into this matchup, this is round number 5. It's the final round of Swiss. Liam at 3-1 has to play because Jerry here at 2-1-1 cannot draw with Liam. Now, 4 of the top tables are X and 0. There will be 3, 0, and 2 at the end of this round. They have all intentionally drawn. They are locked in for top 8. The other 2 tables, the 4 players who are X and 1, have also decided to draw, which means if Liam wins game number 3, Liam is automatically in the top 8, and one of those people who drew is knocked out of the top 8. If Jerry wins, Jerry will be at 10 match points, which is the same as everybody who drew this round at X and 1. So Jerry, depending on his tiebreakers, could potentially leapfrog somebody and knock them out of the top 8 the same way. So this is a win and in definitively for Liam, and a win and pray for Jerry.
Yeah.
He is on the play. He's going to play a land and pass. And we'll have to see here. Liam is going to shock right away, so this might just be a good start for him. It is Ocelot Pride that hits the battlefield.
Yeah. Jerry on a Multi 6, so, you know, not the ideal start you're looking for, but we'll see what Jerry has to follow up with.
I think he rolled a 6 in game 1 and won, so.
Yeah, I mean,
1 for 1 sample size, come on.
1 for 1 sample size. Yeah, He did cast the Wrath of the Skies in game 1, but he
yeah.
cast the Wrath of the Skies in game 2 and lost. So
Damn, 50-50 outside. Ugh, the stats are hard.
Yes, that's very hard. Let's see what Jerry's turn 2 play is. You could have Frog or Phelia.
Looks like an Ephemerate was drawn for turn. Now we know what that card is, thanks to too many lands.
Yeah.
Fetch Shock.
It's probably a turn 2 Frog. It's pretty good. Okay. Oh, we're getting something else? We're getting a Godless Shrine?
I would say he might be looking at the fact that you got double blue lands, might want
Yeah.
double white. Yeah. So we got Watery Grave, Godless Shrine.
Definitely looks like a frog here.
If it looks like a frog, it sounds like a frog. It's probably a Psychic Frog.
Pass my turn.
Psychic Frog, one of the most annoying cards to deal with.
I have 4.
Because if you don't have the answer to the frog, oftentimes your opponent can just discard their hand, start beating down the frog, and you have no recourse.
Liam, sorry, Jerry has Wrath of the Skies for game number 3.
Oh my gosh. Does Liam have the Static Prison? Liam looks like he's playing a 1-drop, so no matter what 1-drop he plays, this Wrath is looking juicy.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
the one
okay.
drop that does not look as juicy. Galvanic Discharge.
Okay, this is really interesting. So Jerry has 4 cards in hand. He needs to discard 2 cards to survive this. I would just strongly consider discarding 2 cards here, because you have a Static Prison covered. You don't have Purge covered, but if the last 2 cards in your hand, just land Wrath of the Skies. You're going to be able to get in with Frog and start recouping cards.
Yeah, so that was Wrath of the Skies on top, not the Ephemerate, it looks like. So we have Wrath of the Skies and 3 unknown cards. I think one of them may have been a Witch Enchanter, which might actually be land number 3. So that might be the hesitation here.
I think it's just, you have 4 cards, keep a land, keep Wrath of the Skies, keep your Frog alive. Worst case, this turn, Liam, no.
He gets rid of
don't
the
do it.
frog.
Ugh, okay.
Considering this swing from the Ocelot Pride,
Are you gonna solid?
Solitude Solitude.
Is that not Wrath of the Skies?
It should be Wrath of the Skies, right? Oh, that is another one. Yeah, so here's the Witch Enchanter.
I just tapped on pass. Go ahead.
Tapped and pass.
Oh, see, I think you have to keep the frog alive there because you don't have any other threat. And what is your game plan once you get hit by the cat? It's like if you're not gonna save the frog, take the hit and cast the Wrath. Don't go down on cards just for a single cat like that.
This is going to be a little bit rough here. Liam just surveils a land into the graveyard, has a Goblin Bombardment in hand among a plethora of other Boros Energy riches. And yeah, Jerry on the mulligan to 6, now on the 2 cards in hand to Liam's 5 after he plays this land. You have the Wrath of the Skies. You have the way to like reset the board state. But Liam, knowing that you just have 2 cards in hand, doesn't have to overcommit like he was in the previous games. And Voice is going to hit the battlefield here. Voice of Victory.
Yeah, well, it's on stack.
Okay, yeah.
Voice of Victory, really strong card here, right? Because it forced Jerry to play stuff like Phelia on his own turn.
Most importantly, a 2-mana card, which these double Wrath of the Skies no longer kill. And it's going to give Liam the pressure of having all these tokens by just attacking.
Jerry probably just has to crack Relic here, hope to draw something else. I will say, there is one, if Jerry was, going back to the frog thing a little bit, if Jerry was scared of the second Galvanic, maybe that's a reason to just let the frog die, but...
Because then you're pitching your cards in hand, and then you get hit.
Yeah,
with
you're
the
still
second
gonna,
one.
you're still losing the frog, you lost the 2 cards in hand. So, if you're scared of the second Galvanic, maybe you play it that way, but...
Solitude was drawn off of that. That's very crucial because Liam had the follow-up Goblin Bombardment, and Voice of Victory, Goblin Bombardment it's a combo. It's not the most interesting
Sorry.
combo, but you're hitting people for 4 every turn.
I did not look. I was like putting it here. So yeah.
So that's entirely fine. You left it there. You didn't bring it to the hand. That's sort of.
So you're I'm in.
You're in it.
Yeah. The judge clarifying that like Liam did not he untapped his lands and put a card in front of him, but because Liam did not see the card, you technically allowed to rewind because no actual game actions have taken place.
Still technically end step there. Liam, though, going to draw the card for turn. Second voice of victory, and Jerry just kind of laughs about that one. Getting Thoughtseize bugged off of a Solitude somehow.
Yeah. Jerry with a Wrath and some other... Oh, did he draw Ketramos?
Oh, that's
That's really good here. That's huge here, because Ketramos is active. That's huge here.
And this is not only a very big threat that Liam's going to have a hard time dealing with, but it's a card advantage engine.
Yeah.
If you can exile one more card, you draw a card.
To be fair, there's not too much in the graveyards right now to exile, but... And Jerry has already used 3 Solitudes this game, so it's not like he can pitch anything really easily, but still. Any card advantage engine is good.
We're tapping 3. This smells like Phlage. No, it's Seasoned Pyromancer.
You can discard Phlage and a Lightning Bolt.
And then make 2.
Lightning Bolt does not look the greatest in the face of Ketramos.
Yeah, your damage-based removal, not ideal.
We've played land for turn. Thank you, Judge Avi, making sure the exile and graveyard piles are separated.
So, okay, Jerry drew a land. I think that's the land for turn. So, Wrath for 2. That doesn't really accomplish much here.
Gets rid of the voice and the
Some
tokens.
but maybe it's worth it, and you just start racing with a Ketramos.
And it's like Ketramos being racing is very like a huge thing here for Jerry because it's got lifelink, right?
Yeah.
So lifelink, menace, indestructible. This thing is going to start gaining you life regardless if Liam decides to chump it or not. And it also makes that Goblin Bombardment in Liam's hand like it's not an acceleration for your life total. It's more just like a try to break even.
Yeah. I will say, this is a situation where if Jerry is patient... so it looks like Jerry's just going to go for it. It's not the worst thing to go for it here because you get rid of the voice. But if Jerry was a little bit patient and just took one hit here, could also clean up the Goblin Bombardment next turn.
Doesn't know about the bombardment.
No.
But you are sitting pretty at 20 life.
Because it is one of those things where it's like, okay, my Ketramos is an 8-point life swing. You have 5, 6, 7. You're swinging for 7, so I'm technically winning the race.
Play Wrath for 2.
There we go. The Wrath hits the battlefield, the skies fall down, and Liam is down to just a Seasoned Pyromancer and 3 cards in hand, soon to be 4.
So he's got a Galvanic.
He's got Discharge.
Oh my goodness.
So Liam has a plethora of answers to non-Ketramos cards.
Yeah,
This-
there was a ton of hype when Ketramos first came out in these Blink decks. Really, really, really hard for Boros Energy to answer.
Oh, yeah. Here's the bombardment that we knew about.
Yeah.
And it looks like Liam just going to pass. There is... If there's a way to cast these galvanic discharges, that'll give us 2 more cards towards Phlage, and we just need 1 more.
Yes.
Is that time already? Looks like Event Link still has 1 minute on here, but yeah, this is a grind fest. I didn't realize that those first 2 games went on that long.
Yeah, I mean,
Cancel.
Wait, shoot.
if this is turn 0,
That 15. I didn't hit it.
Jerry has turn
Other
2 and turn
I was at
4.
15, so that should be at 11 now.
So Jerry does not currently have enough damage to kill Liam.
Because I gained 4.
Yeah.
Looks like we are starting off with an attack for Ketramos, but yeah, like you're saying. This is going to be difficult for Jerry to try to slog through here. And a draw for these players knocks them both out.
Yeah, draw knocks them both out. Most probably.
Most likely.
Oh, he drew the Static Prison.
That's pretty big. That's pretty huge. This is turn 1. Static Prison comes down. That's 19 now for Jerry, but there's a pair of Galvanic. That's the timing around for the actual thing. There's a double Galvanic Discharge Phlage.
I think he only has one card, one Galvanic.
Oh, one Galvanic, okay. So the other one might have been the Goblin Bombardment. But you need to get a couple more cards in graveyard for this Phlage, and like this has to be the turn you do it. You're on turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you can. Okay, so. Oh no, but he doesn't have another Surveil. So.
Can you discharge, gain energy, not do anything?
Yeah, so I think.
Oh, have a Blood Moon.
So, okay, so I think, right,
Light
he
of
currently
hand.
has 4 cards. He needs to get to 6. He's just going to discharge his Pyro, bombard Pyro, and then haste Phlage.
But that's not 19.
No, but this is turn 3, and so he'll have.
I will.
Phlage for next turn.
Yeah.
Galvanic this.
I think we have Jerry with a Phelia in hand as well.
Sack it, pinging you.
Okay,
18. The Phlage is going to come back and hit for 12.
so we exert. This will minimum deal 3 to Jerry.
3. Combat.
So that goes 15 to 13.
Trigger. 3 more.
We swap life totals.
And then I go to 6.
You have 12 to
Alright, go ahead.
16. Oh, and he says I go to 6.
Oh, did he not play the Phelia?
He didn't play the Phelia.
Oh, I forgot. Well,
Oh, he forgot!
yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. He can still play. He drew push for a turn. As long as he can play the Phelia and go to blocks, he will still live.
Go ahead.
He can
Turn
still
5.
he can still flash the Phelia in and block.
Combat.
Yep.
And that's a purge in hand. It's not even a thing that can deal with the Phelia.
It is not something that can deal with the Phelia.
Oh, is this gonna force the draw?
I think this is gonna force a draw. Oh, Liam just looking at his hand like, oh. If he had one more.
Yeah.
I think you make it in anyway, even if we draw.
If we draw? Oh, yeah, maybe. I sort of watched the game. But,
It's very difficult to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a draw in end, but it was for sure a win in end. Yeah,
doesn't
Liam
work
just
either
shows
way.
that he has the Celestial Purge.
Okay.
Jerry
Yeah,
can block and force the draw.
Draw. Yeah.
They drew?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is going to do weird
It
things.
was a fatal push, so
Weird, and our camera even just couldn't take it
Yeah,
anymore.
our camera cut out at the last minute
Yeah,
there.
actually
Our camera was
insane.
like, okay.